Last time on Gridiron Dreams.
At the end of practice, we've seen a fight break out between wideout DJ Chark and safety Ronnie Harrison. Will there be any consequences for these players?
Yes, me and the GM are currently working on something to punish these guys for starting a fight during the first week of training camp. We'll let you guys know by next week what their punishment will be.
Yo, it's KD back with another one. Today, I do have some preseason gameplay for you guys. I won't be playing full games of preseason. I will just be showing highlight. Our first opponents are the Texans. Our opponents for week 2 of the preseason are the Bills. And our last opponent, where our starters will get some playtime, is the Browns. Today, we will also be finishing training camp and giving the consequences out to Ronnie Harrison and DJ Chark for starting the fight last week. Now let's go ahead and get into those drills.
We have a trade coming through.
The trade we have coming through is Isaiah Likely heading to the Chargers for a 7th round pick and Brandon Rice. Now that we have that trade out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into the highlights of our first game. I will say throughout this game, Jonathan Brooks did look quite nice running the ball. Hopefully he can translate this over into the regular season. On that last run, my backup left tackle did end up getting hurt, so now Eli Cox is now playing left tackle for the rest of the preseason. Not gonna lie, rookie Mitchell Evans will need to work on his hands. We can't be allowing stuff like that in the actual regular season. On the other hand, undrafted free agent Riley Leonard looked pretty nice in the preseason, and I feel like I might keep him on the active roster. We'll have to wait and see. I know this is only the preseason, but the defense was looking pretty well out there, man. We were stopping screen plays, we were stopping the run, we were getting pressure on the quarterback, everything, man. One thing I liked the most about Riley Leonard was that he can just take off and run at any moment. Like, he just has the speed and, like, the capacity to just take off at any moment. This right here is one of the reasons why we drafted Eli Cox. Hopefully we can see him on the field this season or maybe in the near future. This is another example of we're actually getting pressure on the quarterback, as I was saying. Another thing I liked about Riley Leonard was he would make the passes exactly how I wanted them and all that. Sometimes he will overthrow them or throw it a little behind them, but that's something he can work on. As you can see, he has a clear pocket and he somehow throws it behind the receiver. Like, this is something we need him to work on. Make sure that he's ready just in case if Bryce Young does get hurt or anything like that. We did end up winning the game 10-0. After the game, I did end up signing Odell. I felt like my receivers would need a mentor since we just have a bunch of younger receivers. And Odell is honestly the right guy to mentor these guys, in my opinion.
We have a trade to announce.
Tyreek Hill, in a blockbuster deal, has been sent to the Los Angeles Chargers for a second and a third round pick. You guys let me know what you think about that in the comments. Since you guys know, Tyreek Hill just recently requested a trade. And let me know, where do you guys think Tyreek Hill will end up landing? It looks like the GM's ready to meet with Coach Suggs. Let's go ahead and get this conversation going.
Hey, Mr. Morgan, I heard you wanted to see me. If it's about the fight from last week, I have some ideas for some punishments for the players.
Yes, it is about the fight from last week, so I wanted to just let you know both players have been fined $600,000. Just wanted to see if you would want to add anything else onto it.
I was thinking about suspending both until week 2 of the regular season. Could we do that?
Yes, we can add that onto it. That's all for now, Coach. I will catch you later, man.
I signed Gridion Williams, a 27-year-old corner with a lot of untapped potential. I really needed depth at the corner position after taking another look. And I also signed DeMar Hamlin since we have an empty spot at the safety position because of the suspension. Almost forgot to tell you guys, I will be playing on custom sliders to try to make this a little bit more difficult for me. So if you guys wonder why you see some receivers either getting mossed or dropping the passes, this is why. Alright, it's now time for game 2 against the Bills. Let's go.
Next question.
You should be having a right-in position battle according to the media.
Which stat will determine the winner of the battle between Jordan and Williams? Whoever has the most sacks in the preseason.
Alright, that's enough. Let's go ahead and get into this game. This first drive, I did let the starters play to wear off some rust. It looks like Chenault really needs this because he dropped a wide open pass right there, man. Leggett already looking like he in mid-season form, getting ready for the season, and it's going to be a good one for him this year. All right, that's enough of the starters. Let's get back into the backups right here. As you see, Riley Leonard underthrowing the ball. You got to work on that, man. Open pocket, Cedar check down, and once again, Mitchell Evans drops the ball. He has to work on his hands, man. There goes veteran receiver Odell Beckham, man. Mentor to the young receivers, and he's going to get a touchdown. Hopefully Leggett and Burton learns a few things from Odell. Late in the fourth, I did let Taylor Heineke play, and he threw an absolute laser to our rookie receiver Torrey Horton, gaining a big first down for us. We did end up losing that game, but we have one more preseason game left, and it will be against the Browns, where our starters will play the whole entire game. And these are the highlights. Our linebacker, Josie Joel, does end up getting an interception right here, man. Making big plays before the season. Love to see it. Bryce Young starting his third year, man. He looks more comfortable in the pocket. And it looks like he's more comfortable taking off and running when he doesn't see anything open downfield. I love that Bryce Young is more comfortable. And he's throwing absolute dimes to our tight end, Javion Sanders, right there, man. Also, it's beautiful that Luther Burton is showing why we drafted him. Like, look at that. Just a beautiful route right there from him. Chuba Hubbard showing his versatility and showing why he will be our starting running back coming into the season, showing that he can do it all and he will become one of the next best Panthers running backs. Here goes Keely Ringo, man, showing exactly why he can be a sneaky corner on the edge, getting sacks and tackle for losses. Hopefully he can bring this to the regular season, and let's keep it going. So Ringo does get beat, but he easily recovers and almost come away with an interception, and Coach Suggs is going to try to talk him up after Ringo making 2 back-to-back plays, and you see them celebrating. So we did end up giving the starters a break, and you can see Leonard just throwing that ball right on the dime and getting a touchdown. As you guys know, Cameron Jordan is currently in a position battle, and he's going to get pressure on Shador, and he's going to get that sack, and that's going to put him up 2 sacks, and he's currently in the lead for that starting edge rusher position. That will be the end of the gameplay section of this video. We do have one more trade to announce that just went through as I was speaking. Aaron Jones will be heading back to Green Bay, and Packers will be sending Christian Watson, and the Packers will also be receiving a 5th round pick. In my opinion, this is a weird trade because, you know, the Packers already have Josh Jacobs, and I wonder how this backfield is going to work. Well, that will be the end of this episode. Next episode, we will be cutting our 10 players and getting our active roster ready for the regular season. Hope you guys enjoy, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.
Can't pay me, I can't wait, God to save me. At the end of the year, they fugazi. Me and Swindler, shout out Katie. Yeah, yeah.